Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/secretspiceoflife. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Welcome to some shit that's considered legendary.
Hey, what's going on, you variety-loving people? Hope you had some spice to your day. Welcome back to Secret Spice of Life. We are your hosts. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Jordan.
And if you're new, welcome to the podcast. I almost messed it up because I've been doing those New Year's resolutions. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like Michael's vlog.
Oh, no, the New Year's resolution. And if you guys didn't know, we have a vlog now.
Yeah.
Consumption and collection. Yeah. It's in the description below. You might as well just go check it out now before you even listen to this. But today we're going to be talking about you, and I don't mean in the sense as you guys, but as in the show You, like the stalker, on Netflix. But if you guys haven't watched it, you probably should before you listen to this, because this is going to be spoiler territory. Just a warning for everybody out there. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's like relatively new on Netflix. It's only been out for like a little over a month probably now, I think. Not even, maybe.
I think it might have come out like the New Year or something.
Yeah, maybe like a month.
It was before, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, basically, for anybody who's still listening and doesn't know what it is, basically it's based around a guy named Joe, who's considered a stalker and psychopath and all these awful things, I guess. But yeah, and it just shows you how his mind works, and it follows him in a story trying to get a girl to fall in love with him, and he's like stalking her and learning everything about her, basically. But yeah. But anyways, what do you think of the show, like overall, before we like kind of dive into like the little fine details?
I mean, like full story wise, it's definitely like one of the best shows I've ever watched. Like the way that it just like shows you how his mind works and stuff. As a romantic person and as like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Type thing. Like it just shows you the different angles of his like personality like very well.
Yeah, it was
just in his head, like not. I mean, again, the way he like talks to people, like and like tries to convince them otherwise.
Yeah.
Like everything's just like very well like planned out for the most part. I mean, they introduce like a few characters that are like pretty interesting. I mean, all the girls that he interacts with, they're all like their own person. Like,
they're all different people. Yeah.
Like you have like Beck's friends, like 3 friends or whatever. Like each of them are their own like type of personality.
Yeah.
Like the one's like a rich like I don't know.
Preppy girl.
Yeah, like preppy. Like,
yeah, given everything in her life.
Like she hates on Joe from the beginning because she thinks he's like poor because he works in a bookstore.
Oh, yeah,
That's pretty much why she hates on him from the beginning. And then the one girl's like an Instagram influencer, like
but she's also
she's not like
she's not the normal Instagram.
Preppy.
Yeah, she's not like the normal Instagram model either. She's kind of like she came from like a chubbier past or whatever. And
she was like I don't know. Was it like set as a weight loss thing at the beginning for her? Or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. She's not like a bikini model. Or
yeah,
something,
yeah.
And then the other girl, I can't even remember what she's
the
like.
Asian girl. I don't remember her name. Is that my stuff?
I mean, like, they don't show as much of her as they do as the other two, though.
Yeah.
The other two.
She's just kind of like outgoing, and she's like carefree kind of like person. Like they're like all kind of rich, but but the ones like rich from Instagram modeling, and the others from something.
From her parents.
Well, Peach is from
pretty much
parents.
From her parents.
Yeah.
No, but then they have the
Lynn is her name.
Lynn.
Yeah, played by Nicole Kang. It's a weird name. But Kang. I said Can at first, but
no, Paco's like like he has like his own story within the movie Paco, or within the show.
Oh yeah, but they all have their own separate
like,
storylines.
Yeah,
kind of.
I guess, but I mean, like it doesn't really focus on the other.
It's more based around like
Back Joe and Paco.
Paco, yeah.
And like Paco has to deal with his mother being abused by her boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, he kind of like goes through everything and then kind of helps out Joe at the end, like not knowingly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like pretty screwed up, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's like a fantastic show. To be honest.
Yeah. It's the real thing that got me is it's very Dexter-esque, like it like how he like talks to himself.
He's not like a trained serial killer. Like
no, but he knows what he's doing.
Dexter's like pretty trained because he works in that
but the time that they pick up in the show, Dexter's been doing it since he's like a kid.
I guess.
But
yeah. But Dexter also works in that field where he knows how to clean things up because he's a
forensics assistant or whatever.
So he knows how to clean everything up and like make it look like somebody killed themselves.
Because like the blood splatter should be like this and not this or whatever. Yeah. But excuse me. But yeah, I mean, it's still kind of Dexter-esque just because he talks to himself, and it's like you get to see like how quote unquote psychopaths like brain works and how like a stalker brains work. Yeah, and I remember when you said it was like kind of like a Hallmark movie or whatever. Like
it kind of is with the romantic sense.
Oh yeah.
But then there's some of those Lifetime movies that Mom watches. Like sometimes you see her watching that. Like those are like that. Like they have like the romantic story, but then people are like serial killers and stuff. Or like.
There's always plot twists like in those. Yeah, it's like mad plot twists. It's like Young and the Restless or whatever, like the soap operas.
I don't think people get killed.
There's like I think they do. Never watched. There's like my point is that there's major like plot twists all the time in that show. Yeah, that's like how they base it off. But,
especially at the end.
But it's so funny to when they first come into you like if you didn't know what you were getting into and you watch like this the show unfold to where Joe like he's like a normal guy.
Oh man, you gotta I watched like like when I first started watching the trailer, like before I started watching the show, I watched just watched the trailer on Netflix and like the first few seconds of the trailer, it's like, oh man, this is like a love story or something. Yeah. Like this isn't gonna be. I mean, I guess it is a love story in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, like you don't really think, oh, this guy's gonna murder people in this show. You think he's just like an obsessed like lover or something.
Yeah.
Like he's just like a kind of a stalker, but he's not gonna kill anybody. Even like when the show, like when you get into the show a little bit, and he captures Benji. And puts him in the thing. He keeps telling him he's not a killer. So I mean, like I kind of believed him. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, he's not the type of person to kill somebody. Yeah. But he ended up doing it like without having to actually kill him because he poisoned him with his drink.
He was just seeing if he's lying or not. Yeah. That's what he said. Like, the one thing he didn't lie about.
He still had to do the hard work. Didn't he have to chop him up and stuff? Like and bury him. I don't know where he ended up burying people in the first place.
He burned Benji. Remember he burned him in the bonfire when he's in the woods?
Bonfire in the woods, yeah. And then he started burying people in the therapist's yard.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Is that where he buried Peach?
I don't know. I think he did.
No, he didn't have to bury Peach because they said it was a suicide.
Yeah. Who else did he have to bury, though? Just back then, right?
Yeah, just back. That's who he buried in the therapist thing, and he wrote the book. He wrote her story.
It showed I don't know. It showed like he was digging a body, like some other body up and burying it there. Though, like it seemed like I don't know.
Was it Ron's body?
Huh?
Was it Ron's body? The cop, the parole officer?
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
But then it wouldn't have had anything to do with the therapist. So.
Yeah.
But he didn't play that off as him being dead, though. He played it off as the guy just leaving town.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. So he probably buried him somewhere else. Yeah, but yeah. Did you like the ending of the show?
Well, I mean, I didn't expect her to die, but I mean, like the way that it ended, in, like the last 20 seconds. Yeah, I did. Because it sets up something for season 2 that you don't actually know what's gonna happen. Because he kind of told the story about Candace throughout, and you just assume she was dead, like he killed her, but then she comes back at the end, and I don't know, I just don't know what to think though. How are they gonna play that off? Because she could just literally turn him into the cops and say, yeah, he killed all these people because she knows what he's capable of, I would assume. Yeah. Or unless she doesn't.
Well, she said, he's like, Candace, you're and she said alive. Yeah. So like.
Yeah, so something had to. He had to have planned something out for her to be dead.
Yeah, but he also, I don't know how. The thing that really gets me is when he showed the Instagram of her other, or quote unquote other Instagram of her being in like Italy and stuff. Yeah. Like I don't understand. Like what that, like how that was, or even if he made that up himself. But if it was real, it makes a little bit more sense.
I mean, but but the only thing is that he acted like he thought she was dead. So
yeah, so
I assume that he didn't know she was alive.
I don't know.
I mean, like he expected her to be dead somehow.
I don't know that, but I guess that'll be left for like season 2.
Yeah.
But the overall like plot of the story was like different, but it was like there was like not a slow episode. That's like the thing, like out of the
I guess not, because you like kind of jump right into everything from that first episode.
Yeah,
he walks up to her at the bookstore and that's it. I mean, like maybe the first episode's kind of like slow, but then after that everything really gets moving.
Yeah,
because they have to introduce everybody in the first episode and introduce like him stalking her.
Yeah,
standing across the street looking in her window. Yeah, that's messed up. Yeah.
Oh my god. Like the interest, like Joe. Okay, like the thing they did. I was like watching like a couple of reviews. The people said that they make Joe a likable character that you're not supposed to like. Like he's like a weirdo, like stalker, like psychopath person, but he's a likable character. Like,
I mean, because he's like he's kind of. I mean, if you're not in his mind, he's kind of likable. Like he's a likable person. For the most part.
You can even see it like in some of his brightest moments. He has like a lot of like social skills and stuff like that.
I mean, in my opinion, like every serial killer you've ever seen in like a movie or something has good social skills because
they manipulate people.
Yeah, they have to be able to get away with what they do.
Yeah, they're able to easily manipulate situations and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's like a normal person if he doesn't kill people, even if he just stalked her. I'm sure there's fucking people that do that.
Yeah, I mean, people. No, dude, I know people like
not that weird.
No, not that weird. Yeah.
Like I don't know how to even say it.
Like stalk your Instagram or something like that. Like they'll like look through your pictures and stuff. Like
I can see that. Like at the beginning, how he did that. Yeah. How he like looked up her Twitter and her Instagram.
Yeah, like people do that all the time. I'm sure. Yeah, people do that all the time.
Yeah, I can see that. That's normal. That's kind of like at least on the borderline of being normal.
Yeah.
But I mean, him like standing across the street from her house and stuff kind of just throws that out the window.
That's a little weird.
And then him following her down to the train station or the subway station when she almost got hit by the subway.
Well, if he wasn't there, the story would have been over pretty quick.
Was that him following her, or was that just dumb luck that happened? Because wasn't he down there before her?
Yeah, he was
so
going
that kind
home.
of might have been dumb luck there.
That was dumb luck.
I'm pretty sure he kind of planned that out because he followed her that night.
Yeah. Well,
I kind of assume he knew where she was going, and he just ended up being there. Right before her. Or at the same time.
Yeah. But I thought the directing was like really well like done in this, like for it being like a TV series. But like I thought the directors did a good job of like the writing and stuff. They obviously like planned this out pretty far ahead and stuff.
Yeah, I mean like, and they kind of had to play it off like Candace was dead, but then they have her whole thing planned for season 2 already.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, like for them to put that many characters, because normally in those kind of like shows or movies, like they'll like I don't know, the Lifetime type things or Hallmark type things, like they only introduce like a couple characters.
Yeah,
and that's the whole movie or show or whatever. But they had like at least like 5 or 6 like solid characters.
Yeah,
that are regular like beings in the show for the most part.
Yeah, exactly. To like dive into like the characters a little bit like more deeper, since we started like talking about them like a little bit. Well, your thoughts on Joe as like an overall character, like
I don't know. I mean, like the thing is, like he's kind of coming from the right place at the beginning, but then it just gets away from him. Like like once he does one thing that's bad, everything just spirals because he can't get away from it.
But the interesting thing is that he has like, it's not like he doesn't have a conscience, because right after he killed Benji, he got beat up by Ron, and he said that's karma for killing somebody.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like if he would have just like, I don't know. If he would have let Benji just go from the beginning, then I think it would have all been like all right.
I don't think it would have been all right.
I don't think Benji would have.
I think he would have.
Anybody? I don't think he would have. I don't know. He's kind of a jerk, but he had him blackmailed though, so he couldn't have.
Oh yeah,
because he had that tape of
but
him letting that kid drown or whatever in the pool.
But I guess, but I don't know. I would have in that situation. If I was Joe, I would have killed him too, probably.
Oh gosh, that's messed up.
I mean, just saying, like in the circumstance of that, like.
I don't know, but you have him blackmailed, so what's he going to do? If he tells anybody, then you're both going to jail.
Yeah, but you're both going to jail. Fuck him.
Well, still, though, do they really have anything to... They have no way of proving that Joe kidnapped him.
Yeah, but that kind of foils his plans.
Yeah, but even if Benji went and told somebody, there's no way that like they prove that.
Yeah, I guess.
Because nobody knew he was down
there.
Yeah,
but how would he know there's a book storage down there and all that shit? Like
somebody could have accidentally walked. You could prove that anyway.
They can. It's like double locked.
He could have easily gotten out of that. Like with
I guess.
Telling them that
yeah.
Just, like,
I mean, I guess Joe got out of buying getting Paco to buy materials to hide a body out of the grocery store. But the interesting thing is, when after he kills, like, people wants them to be missing for a while. Yeah. He like how he like tweets from them, or like does like stuff to like keep them updated. Like he does it like so well, like how they would do it. Like he knows how to like play as somebody, like other roles of other people.
I don't know. He's just like so manipulative and everything. Like, he's just like in other people's heads all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. He knows what others are gonna do before they even do it.
I mean, like he's the perfect serial killer though, like for a TV show.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd say he's like a Dexter Jr. like in training.
I guess. I mean, like the only thing that kind of makes him a better serial killer, to be honest, like because he's not involved in what Dexter was involved in, like career-wise. Because Dexter kind of learned from his career how to get away with stuff, but he just learns it on his own for the most part.
I just came up with my own conspiracy theory, man.
What?
You know how like at the end of Dexter, okay, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched like Dexter. It's like freaking like 10 years old now, But how Dexter ends when he like quote unquote dies, and then he leaves his son, and his son obviously had to be adopted. Yeah. Come on. And Joe Goldberg got adopted in this show, and he shares, and he was born the same way Dexter was in quote unquote blood, and that's how he became a serial killer, because he's messed up from birth. You heard it here first.
That's what happened.
Oh man, I wonder if anybody tried to like connect the dots like that.
I can't. I mean, like Joe doesn't do it for the same reason.
I mean, yeah, there's too much skill. Oh no, he kills people because they deserve it. That's what he says.
I don't know. Benji maybe because he actually did murder. He like let somebody die. Like he let that kid drown. So like he actually had something there with that. But Peach, yeah, she was like a bitch, but like,
there
was no reason for him to actually
there's no like plausible reason for it. Like she's manipulative just like he is. That's what I want to get into next. We're going to start talking about her, but
she's kind of his female version, except she's not a murderer.
She's a stalker too. She's a stalker, and she's blackmail on back.
She was gonna kill him.
Oh yeah, she had a handgun. Yeah. She definitely had the thoughts of killing him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're kind of like one and the same almost, except she doesn't go through with killing. Yeah, like he does.
She's crazy though, for sure. She tried to freaking fly away with Beck, take her to like France or wherever.
Yeah, she's obsessed with her in the same way that he is.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah, so it's just like power struggle.
She's not as like nuts as Joe is, I guess.
No, she definitely is.
No, I mean not. Like, but she didn't kill anybody though. She didn't go and kill Benji.
Okay,
she didn't go. She attempted to kill Joe, but like it didn't work out, obviously.
Yeah, but if she didn't get her way, then she definitely would have killed somebody. Is like what I'm saying. If she wasn't like able to manipulate Beck just because of this history that they had, then if she couldn't get her way, she definitely would have killed somebody.
That's the thing though. Like she when Joe went in the house, like, or when he snuck into her cabin or whatever in the first place,
he call that cabin as a castle.
He found the gun, or whatever. He found the gun, like, before she even tried to use it on him. So she had it for whatever reason. I guess she thought she was being stalked.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Oh yeah, but the interesting thing is, remember when that PI was talking to him?
Yeah.
He said that they found a piece of DNA, and he said it was like the pee in the
he
cup.
left the jar
there. Yeah, but what DNA? Do you think he was just saying that, or they actually found his DNA?
I don't know. Because
at the end they showed the PI reading the book, and he's like,
because if they would have had evidence, I mean, like, you know how he's like how the psychiatrist or whatever he is, psychologist or whatever he is
a therapist.
The therapist. Yeah, I can't think of the right word, but yeah, you know how he got like framed for it.
Yeah.
If they would have found evidence otherwise, then I'm sure they wouldn't have just arrested him.
Yeah, for sure.
But then the PI is like, he's like, damn it, like he knows Joe did it, but there's nothing to prove it. Apparently.
He was like, no, but he was saying like, damn, he's like, how did I miss this? Like, that's what he was like.
No, he wasn't. He was like, I felt like he was saying it in like a pissed off thing, like Joe's like, I know who the killer is, but we can't book him because we have no evidence.
I thought he was just like, how do we miss that?
Because that was like one of those things from like, I don't know, like a superhero movie that you watch where like the villain knows who the hero is, but like they just kind of, I don't know, like mess with each other, like they talk to each other in public and they kind of like hint at stuff like.
But that's what a PI is supposed to do, though.
No, but like he had it on Joe. Like he just followed everybody else around and didn't ask them any questions. And then he went right up to Joe and was suspicious about it.
No, but it's because of what Joe said before they started talking. He said, oh, have you seen Guinevere in a while? And he's like, no. He's like, actually, we broke up.
I feel like that PI is going to be part of season 2, though. Like he's still going to be after Joe for something to try and figure it out.
I don't know. He's hired by the family. He's not the. You ready to wrap this up real quick?
Huh?
You ready to wrap this up then?
I guess.
So we can go do that. All right, we're gonna put that up, and we gotta go to the gym. So, peace. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you're listening to the podcast, it would mean the world to us if you gave us a rate and review. Subscribe to the podcast as well, so you're first to know when we release new episodes. Be sure to download the podcast to help us out. If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, the full-length podcast is in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe as well. Check us out on all of our social media. Our Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat are all official SSOL. Again, that is OFFICIALSSOL. That is on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And you can find us at Secret Spice of Life on Facebook. Don't forget to check out our website and blog. New blog every Wednesday, and potentially some bonus blogs throughout each week. Be sure to check out our Patreon as well, because for 2019 and every year coming, we are going to monetize our Patreon for charity. So anything that is donated to our charity tier on there will be donated to a charity of your choosing or our choosing by the end of the year or every 6 months or so. But yeah, make sure to donate to that to give back to other people. And as always, have a positive and productive day.
Welcome to some shit that's considered legendary.